You can't see the picture when you're in the frame. And I was just listening to a podcast where a guy said this handful of times. And in my mind, I just immediately go to swapping the words out. You can't see the business when you're in it. And yes, there's the obvious application, a lot of things that I speak to of disconnecting from the business, shutting your brain off, and all the things that will help you on a personal level as being the human behind the business. But what this really got me to thinking about is the skill of zooming out. And this is something that I talk to a lot of my clients about, the ones that are running seven-figure businesses and have these teams of people where they still find themselves in it, right? And how much the skill of being able to zoom out and see the business from a different perspective. Because when you're always in it, when you're always feeling like you're the one having to put out fires and solve problems, like you're seeing the business with a very skewed perspective because you're seeing it from inside the business. But if you have this skill and this ability to zoom out, see the business and maybe the same things that you're seeing from a completely different perspective, from that 30,000-foot view, because you've created some space between you and the business. That skill of zooming out is going to offer you a whole nother level of clarity, yes, but with that clarity is going to unveil a lot of answers that you feel like you might have been working on forever to try to find, and they just naturally come to you like that. And I think it's a skill that can be often overlooked, especially with saying things like, oh, I don't have time to do things like that. Man, if only I had the space to be able to do that. But therein lies the thing. It's like, it's not a time problem. It's the ability to know how important that is for you to not do that as a task, but to develop the skill to do it and know when you should do it. Yes, it should be done on a regular basis, but there's so many times that you get so locked in, so hyper focused on things, and you're so zoomed in. And before you know it, you haven't zoomed out in forever, and you have such a skewed perspective about things. And that's a very dangerous place to be. And having the ability to zoom out is one of the most important things, in my opinion, in the things that I've seen with the business owners that I work with on that level and seeing them implement it and how much it helps them from being a better leader, being a better leader for their team, being a better operator and decision maker for their business. Like when you have that ability to zoom out and you're aware when you're too zoomed in and give yourself the space to, that is the space when you are going to be making much better decisions because you're able to see the business at this macro view, this 30,000-foot view, and offer yourself perspective on things that you're not going to see when you're inside the business. You cannot see the picture when you are in the frame. You cannot see the business in the way that you need to see it sometimes when you are constantly in it. So this is your reminder and your invitation to allow yourself to step outside the business, zoom out, and work on developing that skill.